Goran scares everybody, and welcome to this live stream. I wish it was a lot, was more of a positive thing, given, the fact that the reason why I'm doing this one is because of the passing on of dear friend of mine, Aleister Price. Unfortunately, yeah, this is going to be fairly short. And sorry about the huskiness of my voice right now. I've been getting over a bit of a lung infection and kind of a sinus infection as well. So it's been kind of funny. Anyways, yeah. Dear friend of mine and an honorary member of the Wolf Pack, dark poet, and former wrestler Aleister Price has passed on today. I got this information from his wife. He just got married, less than a month ago, and it's just been insane. Thing was that his grandma had died, and he found out after the funeral, because he wasn't feeling too good. He went to see a doctor, and he found out that he had colon cancer, and things just got bad. It's terrible, a situation like that. Yeah, I mean, I found out yesterday, and his wife just posted about an hour ago that Aleister had passed on. That today he had, got himself checked out of the hospital, and because he didn't want to die in the hospital, and he went to be with his Native American relatives. So he died at the reservation, supposedly. A little while after he arrived. And anyways, for those of you who do not know who Aleister Price is, Aleister was at one time a very well-known wrestler. He actually, when he was wrestling, he played two characters. He played twin brothers, and one was the good guy and one was the bad guy. I don't remember what his names were as a wrestler. If you want to find out, you can you know, Aleister still has his Facebook up and he still has stuff. His wife's going to keep it up for a while. Uh, and the thing was that, after he retired from wrestling, he became amusingly, he became a Satanist and a dark poet. So he would go around and do shows where he would perform his dark poetry, and that to audiences. Very interesting. The first time I met Aleister was online, and he had asked to be on our show, the Wolfpack Presents. That was, two versions of our podcasts, I should say. Uh, two versions of our podcast back, because we became the Wolf Pack, and now we've become the Wolf Pack Presents. But anyways, Aleister asked to come on, and I said, sure, no problem. And he told me his story, and he came on the show, talked about his time being a wrestler, gave us some wonderful stories and stuff about that. And read 3 of his dark poems on the show. He was actually a big hit on the show, and we had him back again. That one was a really interesting one because he decided that one of the things that we would do is he would do the intro. It was a Halloween show, believe it or not. He did the monologue from Michael Jackson's Thriller. And that was just something. So yeah, he did that, and then he also did some more of his dark poetry in that, and was talking about horror films and stuff. So that was a fun time. Sadly enough, a month ago, Aleister was supposed to be on our podcast again. Unfortunately, some situations happened, and we were going to reschedule. And, after that, I lost contact with Aleister. I guess that was when he found, a little bit later, he found out that he had colon cancer and that. And he was in the hospital because we were never able to reschedule his show, and that, Mr. Highland and I had wondered, what was going on there. He had wanted to promote some projects that he was doing, and I had some personal situations that happened, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the show that evening, so we had to cancel. And Aleister was supposed to reschedule. Such a sad situation. I thoroughly regret that happened. Um, yeah, because I was more than happy to have Aleister on the show. He was going to be on our show, uh, An Awakening of Horror. But we were never able to get that done. Aleister is not having a funeral. He decided that he didn't want a funeral or any of that. So, people are going to have to mourn the way that they can mourn for his passing. His wife's going to keep his Facebook up for a while and see what she's going to do. If she's going to just leave it up as a memorial or what. She's not sure. Anyways, I thought I would make people aware of what's going on. And, just send my regards to Aleister's loved ones and tell them that we of the Wolf Pack mourn his passing. He was an honorary Wolf Pack member. So yes, he's family. And anyways, so there's not much more I can say. I just wanted to make people aware of what's going on. So anyways, this is William Pattison, aka Eric Morris, Alpha Wolf of the Wolf Pack, author of the Camp Crystal Lake novels, saying keep America strong, watch horror films.